Hey everyone, long time no talk, Renee here. And today we're going to be testing out the gel like soft gel tips. Um, we're going to do a press on set today, and I feel comfortable enough to do press ons, do and sell press ons because it's for a friend. Um, this is what we're doing. It's basically going to be a black version of this. So I felt comfortable enough to use these new tips that I really don't have any experience with because these were a freebie set, I believe, and um, I knew that the person I'm giving this to has small nail beds. With that being said, I like to think that these run a bit small, just a tiny bit. They run a tiny bit on the smaller side because these, compared to my standard tips that I usually use for press on orders, they run they're kind of small compared to, so like a 1 in this is basically a 2, you know, and like a, not necessarily a 2, like a 0 in this is a 1. It runs smaller. So here I am. I'm using the same builder in a bottle, the OPI, no, it's the O'Reilly builder, and I'm just putting that as a base for all my nails that I already prepped. Yes, they're soft gel tips, but honestly I would buff them either way, so that's why they look frosty compared to when I first pulled them out the box. So I'm just speeding it up here. I believe I did two layers of my builder, and I think what went down is that this builder didn't react as nicely with my base color of gel. I don't know if you can see in the video, but it was kind of, you know how some base coats, they, when you lay a gel on top of it, it kind of makes like little circles, it separates on top of the base coat. That's basically what the reaction that I was getting. So I had to like do a thin layer and then do a quick cure so it'll be smooth, and then come back out and do my regular opaque layer, because if I waited too long, it was just gonna spread. It was giving me like a blooming gel type effect, and I didn't know what was going on there, but I made the best of it. I just know not to mix these two brands anymore. And this is just an unknown brand, because you can see right here on the nail that I'm painting on, it has some streaks, some weird streaks. So that was the reaction I was getting. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if I was running low on the bottle and the last bits of the base coat was maybe contaminated or something, but I made the best of what I had in the moment. So I'm using this black gel polish that I got in Pennywise. I don't care. I kind of swear by this, even though I cannot find this brand anywhere on the internet. I don't know where Pennywises get this brand, but Shelly or Chelly is Chelly. So I say Shelly. Their black is pigmented. Same thing with the white, even though I've gotten a little bit of separation with the white, but the black, for what it's worth, it's great. It's a great pigmented black gel polish. So I'm doing I would like to call a micro French tip, if you want to call it that, like a micro deep French tip, because there isn't much coverage of the black on top of the nail. So anyhow, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm really taking my time. I don't have a set method when it comes to doing French tips. I just do whatever method is working best for the shape of the nail and the style of art that I'm doing. So here I'm just using a long aligner brush and just drawing it and estimating, just making sure all that is equal. I know other people, they use the A method. I've seen somebody use the jelly stamper, and just do that when it comes to short nails, and they won't like waste their time with like a small brush perfecting it. But this was the quickest for, you know, for the time that I had to finish these. Now I'm moving on to the accent nails. I'm using that same black that I was using to do the French tip, and I'm just making some solid black nails, and I believe I'm gonna put like a heart on it or something like that. I really can't remember. It was basically a mix of like two sets, the set that I showed earlier and a similar set that just had a little bit of nail art on it, nothing too serious, which is what we're doing on screen now. When I do hearts, I'm just drawing a little heart in the center of a French nail, one of the accent nails. And what I'm doing is that I'm using my dotting tool and I'm just doing the general shape of a heart. And then I'm using my liner brush with that same black gel polish and perfecting it and sharpening the bottom and making sure that it's in proportion to what I have going on the actual nail. And now you're seeing, as indecisive as I am throwing that whole painted on heart to the wind, and I have these little heart-shaped sequin things. They're not made out of metal, but they look metallic. They're little silver hearts, and I got out my gem gel, and I picked up one, and you know what? Let me just put a silver heart on top because one of the hearts were crooked. So I didn't want to deal with that with filing and just like drawing it over. I didn't want to deal with that. This is already a gift set, and they look good for the level of gift that I'm giving. So yeah, I just took those little hearts and I just glued them on where you see the black heart is. Real simple. And then with the other plain black nails, I just put, what is that, SS12? I don't know. I just put a single AB rhinestone at the base of the nail because I just feel that's appropriate. Everything deserves like a little bit of bling. And I don't know why I was putting so much gem gel. I don't know if I wanted like a 3D effect on top of the heart. It didn't really make sense because it's not going to tarnish. It's made out of plastic. But regardless, I put that to cure. I top coat and then I put it to cure. Yeah, I put them to cure and these were the final results. She loved them. I went to her house and I just put them on for her. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you next time.